guys, this is Colorful Dreams Art and welcome to my newest video. I haven't uploaded a video in like a very long time because I want to be uploading every single week. But I'm currently working on a video that's kind of long and I haven't finished it. But you know, meanwhile, I wanted to give you something. So this is going to be a flip through video. But it's going to be a flip through of my traditional art, so that I can show you guys what I've been doing like in the past few years, I would say. I hope you will like it. So let's begin. So this horrible sketch, it's like so horrible. This is from, I think it's from 2011, like 7 years ago, summer 2011. And it's bad. It's very bad. Back then I wasn't drawing as much. I always liked to draw since I was a kid, but back then I wasn't drawing, and it shows because this is just bad. I wanted to do like something with a fantasy theme, but it's bad. I mean, so yeah, this is a sketch. Back then I was pretty much doing digital art, and yes, that's from the same summer 2011. It's pretty much like the same day, I guess. And this is bad as well, but not as bad as this. Like, yeah, and this is like on printer paper, and it's just like, yeah, it's yucky. Oh my gosh, this is just horrible, awful. It's like, yeah, it's like a warrior or something. Like, I don't know if you can see it. There you go. But I don't like, I see it now, and it's just like, I wasn't satisfied with it back then either, but it's just so bad. Like, this is better, I think, because like on the other sketches I was trying like something more like, I don't know, not as realistic. So this was kind of realistic. It was pretty much from the same, like, the same summer, like I was saying, 7 years ago. And this is not that bad, but like, I'm not crazy about it. It's just like, yeah, it's just a hand. I mean, it's cool drawing hands because they are very difficult to draw or to paint, but it's not that good. This is kinda acceptable. I am not crazy about the hair. Like, the girl's hair is not great, and I don't like the shading, like the strokes and everything, but I was kind of satisfied back then because I think it's kind of acceptable. It doesn't, like, yeah, it says it was July 2011, 7 years ago. Like I was saying, I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, it does not help that I was drawing this on printer paper. It's just bad, very, very bad. So, but this is not that bad. I kind of like it. Yeah, I do. Once again, it's kind of realistic, and for me, it, like I was saying, I think I said it, it's always easier to do something realistic with a reference picture or something. And yeah. So, if you guys want to see my very first watercolor, it's gonna be horrible. This is my very first watercolor, and this is from more than 10 years ago. You can barely see it. It's from 2006. You can see it there. And I kind of painted, because it's just so amazingly horrible. I kind of painted this, plein air, like you go outside and you paint. And I took like my very bad quality watercolors with me, and I was trying to paint this. I was near the Louvre, which is the Parisian museum, and I was trying to paint, and it was like so bad. And like, I'm so bad at drawing and painting landscapes. I don't know why I chose a landscape. and like, you know, buildings and all that kind of thing. And I was like so disappointed. Like back then I wanted to get into watercolors, and I was like so disappointed when I saw this horrible thing that I was like, oh my gosh. So I tried again. That's like I don't know if it was like a few days later or actually the same day. And this is like the back view of, you know, the Notre Dame Cathedral, Notre Dame de Paris. And I was like, this is just bad. So I just, you know, gave up. And this is once again 2006, more than 10 years ago. And I was just, that's it. I hate watercolors. That's, you know, something evil. Watercolors are gonna make you suffer or something like that. And I was like suffering so much. So these are my very first watercolors, and it was just amazingly bad. And, you know, my heart was broken, and I just gave up, and I never tried again because, like, yeah, it was horrible. And then 10 years later, actually, no, I would say 9 years later, I think this is from 2015, I tried again, you know, getting into watercolors again. And because I was like, so I was watching like YouTube videos back then, and I was like seeing a lot of art, like different artists working with watercolors, and they were like doing such amazing art that I was like, I don't know how they can do that, because, you know, watercolors are evil. And I just tried, and this was my second watercolor in 2015. Like, when I got back into watercolors, this is the second one that I did. There's another one, which is the first one, but I couldn't find it, which is a pity because I really like it. And this one was like 1 week after, you know, the first one, 1 week afterwards. And I still like it, actually. It's not like, I can see a lot of things that are not great, but I actually like it. And I was working with very bad quality watercolors, like the pigment was so bad, but I was having so much fun. And I was also using, you can actually see it, I was using watercolor pencils. Like, I only had 2 or 3 different watercolor pencils that I was using. So yeah, this is the moment when I was like, okay, I actually love watercolors, and I need to get into watercolors and to learn how to use them, which I'm still learning. I mean, I'm not done with that. But that's when things began to be fun. This is a work in progress from that time. I don't think I will ever finish this. Or, yeah, you know what? I might get back to this because I like it too. I'm still working with like cheap watercolors, but I began to like slowly buy better quality watercolors, like one color at a time, actually. So like you can see here, like I'm using some watercolors that are not as cheap, and I like it. And this is, and yes, I forgot to add that this is pretty much a fan fiction of, this is supposed to be Javert from Les Mis. I am a huge Les Miserables fan, and this is from a Les Mis manga by Takahiro Arai, and this is supposed to be Javert, like I was saying. And so yeah, so this is a fan art, so I just wanted to add that because it's not any kind of original art. It's not, I just love it. But yeah, and this is, yeah, I was saying that, you know, like I really like how the helmet was, you know, like the reflections on the helmet and stuff. I think I could kind of finish it and it could look good. So yeah, I like it. And this is supposed to be Michael Fassbender in the, you know, the X-Men movie, which is, you know, I don't know which one. I think it's First Class. And yes, and I like it. And yeah, so this is from 2015 as well. Here, this one is not finished either, which is, that happens a lot. As you can see, I'm kind of working on large formats, and that's kind of difficult for me. I realized that's why I changed. I currently work on smaller things usually. So that was difficult, and yeah, it's not done. I especially like how the face, the skin, like the lights on the skin and everything. I was like loving it so much, and then I did not finish it, which is a pity. But this is I was trying to do a traditional art copy of there's this amazing artist on DeviantArt. You can find him or her, because I don't know if it's a girl or a boy or whatever, but her name is Sakimi Shen. I love like this fan art. It's supposed to be Link from the Legend of Zelda, and it's pretty much a copy of this digital art piece, and I was trying to like recreate the same very smooth skin and like the lights, everything, because I love it so much. And yeah, I'm kind of satisfied with it, because I was just beginning to really get into watercolors, and yeah, I think it's okay. So yeah, I might finish it one day. So this is another fan art, and this is from Black Butler or something like that. I'm pretty sure that you guys know it, and that you will let me know what the actual title is. But yeah, this is the butler guy. And I just love how he looks, and I love the rendering of the hair. I loved that. I think it looks good, the hair. I'm not crazy about the whole, the clothing in general. I like the hair and the skin and the background actually, but yeah, whatever. This is from 2015 as well, so yeah, whatever. Like almost 3 years ago. This is, I think you saw this one on my channel. This was a cheap art supplies challenge, and as you can see, it's the characters from Zootopia, and it was done with very cheap art supplies, and I had like a lot of fun, and I think it looks cool. I mean, the art supplies were like so bad, but I like it, so yeah. And these, I don't think you've seen this on my channel. This is once again another fan art of that Les Mis manga by Takahiro Arai. And this is supposed to be Valjean and Cosette, and I love it. I think it looks pretty good. It's like an exact copy of one of the illustrations from that manga, and so I was trying to do the same thing. And as you can see, the format is getting smaller, because that's something that I can actually finish very easily and quickly, so I think it's better. And this is from 2016, I'm pretty sure. And again, this is another manga. I just forgot its title. It's from 2016. And here you can see The Little Prince, The Little Prince from the actual book. Because I just love The Little Prince. You will see The Little Prince a lot in my art, in my fan art, because I'm just crazy about that book. And I am very satisfied with this watercolor. I love the tiny little sheep, and I really like the little wooden plane and stuff. I don't know, I really like it. And then you have this, I don't think you've seen this one either. It's a very, like, way too colorful illustration of Sherlock Holmes. It's supposed to be Sherlock Holmes, and it's just way too colorful. But I really like color because, as you can see, when I was like drawing 7 years ago, I was not using color or anything. I was just doing horrible things with, you know, in black and white, and I like color so much. And back then I was not using it because I couldn't understand how to use it, and I was like so frustrated. But so there's a lot of color here. I think this is a mess because, you know, there's color pretty much everywhere, but I really like it. I don't know why. And I am a huge Sherlock Holmes fan as well. So yeah, since I was a kid. And yeah, Sherlock Holmes. And there's a lot of yellow and green. Yeah. So this is from 2016 as well, and it's not any kind of fan art. It's just, you know, I wanted to do something like that. As you can see, I am always drawing or painting males, like little boys or men or whatever, because I don't know why it's always been like that. I love male beauty and males and, you know, everything male, because I am attracted to males, and I mean, that's normal for me. So yeah, I really like the colors here and everything. The format is a lot smaller. So this one, you've seen it on my channel. I think it looks good. And this is from early 2016. And this is, you've seen it on my channel, and it's from, I think it's from late 2017 or something like that. I don't know. And it's another manga, and it's Yuri on Ice, you know, the characters from Yuri on Ice. And this is another fan art, and you've seen it on my channel, and it's, you know, the Lego Batman movie, and it's also from late 2017 or something. And here you can see something different. These are not watercolors, these are markers, like Copic markers, and the paper is a lot different because it's marker paper, which I really like. And this is The Little Prince again, because like I was saying, I love The Little Prince so much. It's not my favorite book, but it's one of my favorite books. And I just love it. I don't know, I am very satisfied with this piece actually. It's from early 2016 as well, I think. But I just love it. I love the desert, and I love everything about it. And yeah, it's one of my favorite pieces actually. And then you have this one, which is a Star Wars fan art. I am not I'm not crazy about it, but it's okay, and I had fun while doing this one. Then this is my very first, hold on, yeah, it's my very first acrylics painting. I was working with this kind of acrylics, which are extremely cheap and tiny. As you can see, this is tiny, and it's my very first painting with acrylics, and I was like, what the F am I doing with this? I was all over the place with it, but I was having so much fun, yet I did not finish it either, because it was in early 2016, and then a lot of things happened in 2016, and I just didn't finish it. But I was very happy with it, because I think, even though it's, you know, I am saying it myself about my own, you know, art, I think it wasn't that bad. I really like it. and I should, come back and finish it one day. I wanted something very dramatic when it comes to like the color palette, and I think if I come back and use my current acrylics, the ones that I work with currently, which are this kind of brand, which is not like the best brand ever, but it's a lot better than this, I could get something kind of good, pretty good, I would say. This, you've seen this one on my channel, and it's a girl, which is cool, and this is huge. Like I was saying, I'm trying to get into smaller things, but I don't know why I was painting this huge portrait of Belle from, Beauty and the Beast, and it's just so huge, but I had so much fun painting this, and it took me so long as well to paint it. I have to say that. And I'm trying to get my camera to show you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this was my second acrylics painting, and this one I actually finished, and I'm trying to get it into the frame. It's so huge, and I'm very satisfied with it because I think it's not that bad for a second painting, and I want to learn more about painting with acrylics, and I need to do it. But yeah, so that's it. You've seen my art through the years, I would say, and yeah, like going from this to this is not that bad. I'm kind of happy. Oh, where's the horrible elf? Yeah, whatever. So yes, that was my flip through, you guys, and I hope you liked everything. Well, I don't know, not everything, but at least some of the stuff that you saw, and it's just keep painting, and you might slowly get better at it, and you're gonna find things that you're gonna like, and stuff. So, oh my gosh, I lost my acrylics tube. So yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching.